So now look at this. I have so many keywords already that are low-hanging fruit, like a whole page of them that I can feasibly rank for. Some of them have up to 4 weak spots in the SERPs.
Okay, fair warning, I have had so much coffee today. If you're new around here, my name is Corey, and I have a new keyword research strategy that has been blowing my mind. And I couldn't record this video fast enough because I'm so excited to share it with you. This is an easy, affordable way to find a virtually endless supply of viable keywords that you can actually rank and drive traffic with. This method involves 2 tools, the first being ChatGPT and its Advanced Data Analysis feature, formerly known as the Code Interpreter. If you haven't been using this tool in your blogging processes, you have been missing out, my friend. If you're not familiar with it, it's a powerful beta feature available to only ChatGPT Plus users, and it allows you to upload files for analysis. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard about this feature, I was a little bit underwhelmed by it. I especially thought with its name, Code Interpreter, the original name, I thought it was something that was mostly for nerds who wanted to analyze or create code or something like that, which isn't really my bag. My realm of nerddom is pretty solidly within the blogosphere. But after I got experimenting with it, it's absolutely crazy what it can do. For example, you can train it on background information about you and your brand by uploading an SOP document before you start writing an article. And I show you how to do that in this video here. But it can also be a wildly powerful tool for keyword research, specifically using it to extract great long tail keywords that you can actually rank for and that actually have some kind of search volume. The other tool I use for this strategy is LowFruits.io, which is a keyword research tool that I've been using for about 7 or 8 months or so. And I'm completely obsessed with it because it's really easy to use and super affordable too. It's a pay-as-you-go type model, and you can get started for just 25 bucks. And honestly, I'm still on my first round of credits for more than half a year later. So yeah, it's totally worth it. And just for full transparency, I am an affiliate for LowFruits, which means that if you check them out using the link I have in the description box and make a purchase, I may earn a commission. The reason why I am so excited about this strategy is because it helps you find keywords in your niche without needing to think of niche specific terms. So for example, I have a home fitness blog, right? So normally I try to find keywords that are related to fitness, and I have to think of what those topics are, right? So for example, I might look for terms containing words like yoga, low impact exercise, weightlifting, stuff like that. And I might get a few phrases like, what is the best time to do yoga? Or the best low impact exercises for women? Or best weightlifting gloves? But I have to start with those terms. If I don't think of them, I can't find them. But with this strategy, we do the opposite. We start with a common, non-niche specific word and comb through vast amounts of data to find niche-related terms and phrases that you otherwise wouldn't have even thought of. And here's how we do that.
The first step is to come up with your list of common words that are not niche specific, but are used all the time in search. So for example, how to. How to might be the most common 2 words ever used in search. How to set up a Discord server, how to do your own taxes, how to bathe your cat without losing an eye, right? Or best. Best is another term that's used all the time. Best yoga poses for weight loss. Best air fryers on a budget. These are 2 of the most obvious terms. But there are tons of other ones too, like tips, ideas, reviews. These are all terms that are used in search all the time, but don't necessarily indicate a specific niche. So you can get started with the ones you can think of, but if you truly want an endless source of keywords, get ChatGPT to help you out. So for example, here I can ask it, please generate a list of 100 common search words that are unspecific to any niche. For example, how to best tips and ideas. And you'll see ChatGPT is able to oblige us with that list in just a few seconds. Right? So review, top 10, why, when, where, DIY, easy, quick, simple, affordable, cheap versus pros and cons, tutorials, 2023. Alternative, comparison, he's still going here. Advanced, beginner, basic, detailed, comprehensive, summary, highlights. So we've got our 100 terms here. Now we're going to pick 1 or 2 terms from this list. I'm going to go with beginner and advanced. Now we'll head over to lowfruits.io. And you're going to run a new report by going to Keyword Finder. And you're allowed to put in up to 2 keywords per search. And we're just going to click on Find Keywords and just give it a moment here to run the report. Now, as you can see, we have thousands of results here, 5,684 to be exact. And that's to be expected, right? It's covering all manner of topics here. It's just a total jumble mishmash of niches. And all we're going to do here is click on this button that says Fetch Volume so that we get a breakdown of how often each term is searched. Now, I have a fitness blog, so I would want to look for terms that are related to fitness, but it would take me forever to comb through these and find fitness related terms. So instead, what we're going to do is, once it's finished updating the volume, we're going to export all the keywords. Now, if you didn't analyze anything, LowFruits is going to charge us a one-time credit to export this list. But again, you do get 2,000 credits for $25, so you can totally afford it. So we're going to click on Export All Keywords and Download. And when we open up this sheet here, we can see we've got all our keyword phrases, tons of different niches in here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head back to ChatGPT and we're going to start a new thread and enable Advanced Data Analysis. Next, you're going to click on this little plus sign here and upload your spreadsheet. Now we're going to tell it, please see attached report and create a new report that extracts any terms that are related to fitness. Use common terms related to fitness to do your analysis and extraction. Keep all the columns in the new report. Please consider the context of the search terms to ensure that only fitness-related terms are on the report. And now we're going to hit send. And we'll just have to give it a minute here. It likes to talk through what it's doing, and then it's going to analyze the report. It may ask us a couple of follow-up questions. We'll see. Hopefully, I gave it all the information it needs to know. Next, I'll compile a list of common terms. So now it's going to run this report against all these terms. And it's asking me if I want to add anything to this list. I'm just going to say, that's fine for now. Please proceed. I've successfully filtered the rows that contain queries to fitness. Would you like to download this report? Yes. All right, so now it's given us our new report for download. Let's click on that and open her up. And now look at all of these suggestions. So it's the same spreadsheet, but now it's been narrowed down to 164 terms that all have to do with fitness-related topics, but contain that non-niche common word. So in this case, advanced or beginner. So marathon, beginner, training plan, full body workout beginner, female beginner workout gym plan. Now from here, we can do two things. We can have LowFruits analyze these keywords, or we can hone in this search even more. So for example, maybe I just want to look at yoga keywords. So I can go back to ChatGPT and say, filter this report more to include only terms related to yoga. Also, filter out anything with a search volume of over 3,000 searches per month. So this is why we had LowFruits populate the search volume before we downloaded the report. And the search volume limit is totally optional. You don't have to do it, but I like to add one because I find the terms that have too high a search volume are either too general or the competition is too tough. So I don't necessarily want to waste my LowFruits credits analyzing terms that I already know are going to be too difficult to rank for. So this way, I'm only going to get lower volume keyword terms that I have a higher chance at ranking for, hopefully. So now we have our filtered report. Let's download this again, open her up. And now we have a shorter list that only contain keywords related to yoga. So now what we can do is we can copy all these keywords. I'm just control copying here on column A. And then I'm going to head back to LowFruits and go to where it says import here. And we're going to analyze all those keyword terms. So we're going to name the report. I'm just going to call it yoga keywords and paste in my keywords from that report. And we're going to scroll on down here. I believe we need to uncheck this old analyze keywords. And then we're just going to click analyze all. So just keep in mind that each of these terms that we analyze is going to cost a credit. So I can't remember exactly how many I had here. It was about 37 terms. So I'm going to use 37 credits to run this report. And then for website or max DA, what I recommend you do is enter your website, because based on your domain authority, it will consider anything below your domain authority that is ranking on page 1 of the SERPs as low-hanging fruit. So a good term for you to target. But if you have a really low DA, like if your domain authority is under 20, then just leave it to the default, which is 20. Okay, so you're going to click this import button, and it's going to ask you, do you want to confirm that you want to include extracted PAA and or related queries? I usually say okay. And then do you want to confirm you want to analyze all keywords? I'll say okay. And now it's going to take you into this report of your 37 keywords and start analyzing all of them for viability. So now look at this. I have so many keywords already that are low-hanging fruit, like a whole page of them that I can feasibly rank for. Some of them have up to 4 weak spots in the SERPs. What is the best beginner yoga? What do I need for beginner yoga? How often should you do yoga as a beginner? Now, granted, a lot of these are low volume keywords. We have a 50 volume in here. Here's one, possible printable chair yoga poses, 210 search volume. Okay, so this entire first page is full of terms that we can rank for. So I'm going to click off this box that says current page. And then down here, I'm going to click the export button. And then we're going to refresh. And now we're going to download. And now here we have a new spreadsheet that specifically has keyword phrases that we can actually rank for. And now we just repeat this entire process with another common search term. Let's do easy and simple. So I'm going to paste these 2 words in to our keyword finder. And we're going to access all 6,807 ideas. We're going to fetch the volume and export for 1 credit. Download, back to GPT, start a new chat thread, upload our report, and use the exact same command. Okay, it's created the report. We download. Let's take a look. And here we have another 38 terms here. Fitness-related inquiries. What easy workout is best to lose weight? Is yoga easy for beginners? What easy exercise to lose weight? So same idea. I'm going to copy all these terms in column A, head back to LowFruits, and go to import. And simple, easy report. Uncheck this and import. And here we go. So I've got another page of keywords I can target. Well, not quite a full page, but a fair few that I can download here. So I'm just going to mark current page and then maybe uncheck the bottom ones here that have no weak spots. And export. And download. Right? And that's the whole process. We just rinse and repeat this with another common term, and we get ChatGPT to extract the good stuff related to our niche and analyze those terms in LowFruits. And what's going to happen is you're going to end up with several reports of viable low fruit keywords that you can actually rank for. And if you want to get really fancy, you can head back to ChatGPT and load up all your reports via the Advanced Data Analysis feature, and then use a command like consolidate all attached reports into one spreadsheet on one page and sort by highest search volume. our consolidated spreadsheet. And now we have our report with all our low fruit viable keywords on it in descending order from highest to lowest volume. Beautiful.
Seriously, tell me of another way to do keyword research that is this efficient for the cost. Between LowFruits and ChatGPT Plus, you're looking at $40 for a truckload of keywords. Good keywords that you can actually write about and rank for and monetize. If you loved this video and can use more tips on leveraging ChatGPT in your blogging business, check out my CWW Plus membership, which contains exclusive monthly training, live stream Q&As, and a library of done-for-you workflows that can help you craft quality blog posts in record time. And or check out this video next.